Prabhan, welcome to Business Marketing.
Thanks, Winston. It's great to be in Business Growth Center, actually.
Okay. Now, look, it seems that every man and his dog has got an app, but I'm not happy with that because lots of small businesses don't have them. Now, they're either deterred because they don't have the knowledge, they can't see the need, or they think it's expensive. So tell me, for the typical business, is having an app important? And if so, what will it do for them?
Sure, Winston. At Quick App, we always work with the small business and entrepreneurs to show them how the app can monetize or help in the business. So if we have to drill down what benefits the app will really help the small businesses, pretty much I would say we live in very fast world, which I'm sure you agree. Pretty much even these days, instant coffee is slow.
Yeah,
right?
And we stand in front of the microwave going, come on, come on.
That's very true. So the point here is in this fast world or fast-paced world, the challenge for the small business owner is to find the ways how they can really serve the customers better. And of course, 24/7, because people are now connected more 24/7. So the idea is to how you can make the customer's life easy. That's all about the app.
Okay, I'll go with that. So how does an app solve these problems?
Sure. So whether that may be reward, right? Reward for your customers. Let's give an example for the cafe or for the restaurants. They can use the app for whether that may be reward or perhaps they can also use as a discount or loyalty so that they can have a ongoing repeat customers, so the customers can buy again, shop again and again, right? So that's more focused on, I would say, retail or product-based businesses.
And retaining your customers.
On retaining your customers. But on the other hand, say service-based business, let's say if the personal trainers is looking to increase their business or grow the business, then the question is how he can position as an expert or build a tribe or build a community. So the app would actually provide a tangible value for their customers so they can stand out and pretty much beat the competitors.
But why would they need an app to do that? Surely having a blog and being on social media does that job for them, Prabhan.
Well, I got to hear all the time, Winston, and that's a very, very good question, actually. You really nail it. The questions I have been always asked in my workshop or in my presentation is, what is the real difference between social media or in blog and then a mobile?
That's right? A good question.
That's a very good one.
So tell us.
So the answer, if we have to drill down, then pretty much I would say social media is actually I wouldn't think so that social media, all the research, so social media is not just the buying, purchase place, right? It's more like catch up friends, update, find new what's going on, and check out, know more about the customers. I would say more as a lead source rather than purchase machine.
Yeah, or even a suspect source.
As such. In the other hand, when you compare about mobile, so pretty much mobile is right now. So people have a buying decision, right? Suppose if you want to order the coffee, you can have a right now. So instead of having this loyalty card, everything is on the go on your mobile. So that means the buying decisions are more quicker, more happen. And one of the things, the difference between, and people always ask me, what is the exact difference between the website and app, which is a common question. The difference actually is when you get a website, it's not much mobile friendly. And the beauty of mobile is it has got a push notification, right? So what does that mean is it's like a SMS. It sends a message instantly. So people, and the research shows about 40% of the customers or audience would have more, not just read your message, but they will interact through the app. And that's why we see the trend that most of the people are using app. And mind you, now in Australia we have a more mobile phones than the actual population. So app is now, mobile devices are growing and growing as we speak.
So if you're thinking about an app, would it be right to say to yourself, what do my customers, my clients, my prospects want to know almost instantly? Is that what it's all about?
Pretty much, but I'm more than happy to show how we design the app. No, I mean, what is the really process? So what we say is we not just design, or people not just design the app for the sake of app, like a fancy tool or luxurious item. Really, we need to solve the problem on the marketplace, which means adding value to customers. So if you like, I would show you this my screen, if that's okay. Okay, so let me show my screen quickly. All right. Can you able to see?
Yes, indeed. Our listeners won't be able to, but you'll take us through it anyway. So this is a guide to monetizing your app.
Exactly. So, and the model is, it's mostly it's a proven model through the lean process, but we have a very unique process to do the app. So first quadrant, or the first step of app is everyone, like all the business owners, have ideas, right? Yep. But what we say is idea won't get you there. So the issue we need to resolve is find the challenges or find the pain point in the market. So if you are if you have a dentist practice, or if you are, let's say, a butcher, if you are doing a restaurant or cafe, then we really need to find what is the way or how we can really help our customers to make their life easy.
So what's their worry or concern?
Correct.
Yep.
What's the challenges? So understanding the pain, and then doing a research well, and then finding the gap in the marketplace. So whether that app would really be needed or not. So that's how we decide. So if it is needed, then it goes to step 2, which is build phase. So on the build phase, what we say is always, once it is green tick, yes, we need an app on the industry. Then we think, okay, what's a proof of concept? Because you might have heard many people spend years and years and a lot of money in building app. But we make it very easy, and we believe that at Quick App, technology should be simple. So what we do is we make a proof of concept very clear through MVP, minimum viable product, and pretty much we go through the design, final design. So basically, we are not just designing through the ideas, but we're literally bringing everything together on the life, why we need an app, right? So now
you're proving it as you go.
Exactly, Winston, you're right. Now, third step, we'll measure. So when we build the app, then we do a measure, split testing. We do a testing whether that's really working for not what market segment, whether the usability, whether the app is really good for the market or not, and deploy. So once we confirm, one test and measure, then we deploy the app. Now the fourth category, which is scale. Now once you really, that app is going, then you can scale up to different market segments, and it can be used in marketing collateral. Perhaps we can always say is they can also use as a reverse engineering tool as well. So looking what competitors are doing in the industry, right? But that all comes here by understanding monetizations, why we really need app, right? So understanding the monetization model through the app. So giving customers the test so they can use in an app, like whether that may be buying the app or that may be in advertising or paid app. So people can literally download the app. And they are happy to pay the app as well. So it all depends, Winston. In a long story short, it all depends upon why we need app, rather than saying, "Hey, app is a fancy tool. The next door is doing app. Joe Blog is doing app." Now we really need to understand the pain point. We really need to understand how app can benefit the business.
So why do people typically need apps?
If I would have to say why they would need, perhaps the common, the best way is be visible to customers all the time. So making their life easy, right? And let's go through some case studies as well. I'm happy to show some showcase to you how we have used in real estate, how we have used in dentists, how we have used in restaurants and others. So I'll show that to you in a while. But answering your questions, the reason why people is be visible all the times, it gets consumed, as you know, Winston. Marketing is all about consumption. Yeah. So when rather than sending emails and just hoping that the email will read, people will read the email and or people will see the email. Here, the best way of mobile is, okay, when you send the push notification back, people would likely to interact, people will likely to go and check it out. That's one. Now, second is also app would help in direct marketing channels. So it's a direct marketing rather than indirect marketing. And moreover, the app always provide a value to your customers. So make the life easy. Yeah, make the life easy. And as we just discussed about the restaurant app, or that may be legal app or conveyancer app. So whole idea is to make the life easy.
Okay, so let's move along.
Okay, good. So I will show you other few case studies. Now, let me go to this real estate. This is a real estate app, and this has been very successful. This is almost our second app we did in about 2010. The idea of the real estate, this came along is because in real estate, we always valued if you get the property notification early. Like if you have VIP customers, rather than going to the property, everyone broadcasting, you would value if that comes to you first, right, as a premium buyer. So that idea we penetrated, which means more business growth for real estate, and we launched this Appy Real Estate app, which is one of the Australia's fastest real estate app. Very easy for the customers to list, for the agents to list the property, and as soon as they list on the app, that notification goes to VIP member. So what does that mean is before even it goes to a realestate.com.au or any other, it gives a notification. So people will feel as VIP. And this app has been very good success. So this is in fact, it has sold to a big company. I can't mention the name here, but it has been sold in few millions dollars, 7-figure plus. Again, because they understand this market very well, and that has been adapted through EcoChain. So later down on the stage 3, we released not only this standalone app, but we also bring conveyancer, builders, and inspectors, and real estate agents. So everyone on the loop. So that makes everyone's life easy.
Okay, so that's real estate.
Yes. Now let's move to the second one, if you like, dental clinic. The dental clinic was, the idea of the dental clinic we did is because, as you can appreciate, dental have a lot more services. So what we bring is bringing everything together, all the services. So whether that may be root canal, that tooth whitening. So people can, the idea is that people can easily call, easily service, and book the service. Yeah. So make your customers' life much easier. And good thing is, if there's any specials, any promotions on dental, if they are running any promotions of teeth whitening campaign or any products they are selling, it's much easier, Winston.
Yeah, I can see that. Of course, one of the things you've got to do is make sure people download your app, and I suppose that's a specialist approach too, isn't it? You need to help with that, Pravin.
Exactly, and that's why we are very different in the marketplace, Winston. You are very correct, because it's not about just designing and delivering the app, but actually it's driving the app, getting more customers to download your app, and that's a real success. And that's what we are good at. So whenever we list the app on the App Store, we have a unique process, a unique model to follow through. So the app will be listed very well in the App Store. So people get downloaded, and we give a whole blueprint.
So for example, here with this dental centre in Toronto,
yes,
you would want to get as many people in the Toronto area to know about this app, wouldn't you? You wouldn't hear about people in Sydney or Melbourne or Adelaide.
Now this is again this is based totally on that practice, dental practice. So whenever people are typing dental center in Toronto, dental center on that keyword, using the right keyword, then this app will pop in.
So this would help build the people who know about that dental centre and the visits to their website as well, wouldn't it?
Exactly. So this will help in two ways, Winston. One is providing the value to existing clients, as well as getting a new clients in the door.
Excellent. That's what every dentist needs. It's just about what every business needs, isn't it?
That's it. Now, let me show second one with the health professionals. Right. So the idea of the health professional, the best way how they can be used is getting a reminder, because when we a lot of the times we run out of the appointments, we don't know exactly when our health and well-being time is. Not sure when our gym time and other sort of. So pretty much it gets the appointments reminder and test results and help, and a lot of the apps, especially in whether that may be Fitness Life, whether that may be a Good Life, they all do, the app does it very well. So the idea here is to book the appointment very easily, as you can see, request appointment. So people can book their appointments. They can see exactly where geolocations, where the health center is. It's very easy to navigate. Maps, and perhaps I would like to know more about the services. So what app does is bringing all the audio, videos together, so people will see, wow, how cool is that? I'm not just getting this massage, but actually I'm getting as a VIP. So I'm learning the techniques to help myself to for the health and well-being. So it's not just fixing, but the apps helps to give them more value. So I would be as a repeat customer. See?
And Prabin, once you've constructed the app and it's going, can the owner of the particular business add the information to the app, or do you have to do that for them?
Exactly, Winston. That's the app, we would create the custom app. It's not an app platform. We create the app for that business. So it's like almost like a WordPress website, very easy to maintain. So any customers can change it, change the program, add the videos from YouTube, just a link. It's very simple. So if you know how to manage your website, if you know how to type in WordPress, Word document, it's simple as that.
I can see, Prabin, that the most important thing is almost any business could have a use for an app. But the most important part of it all is determining what that app will do and why it will do it. In other words, you could put up wonderful pictures and do all that sort of stuff like people do on websites.
Exactly.
It's no value. It doesn't answer the questions that the potential market has.
Exactly.
And I can see you put an emphasis on that. That was your first step. Find out what the real needs are and what people want. And from there, it's a design and test process, isn't it?
Correct. It's always, that's why the first process, even before design, is discovery, Winston, whether the app is right for you, for any audience or not. So rather than saying, hey, look, my competitor is having app, so I need app. So we don't go on that trend. We say, okay, how can we reinvent the wheels? How we can make your customers' life easy, right? So let me give you one other example. I mean, one of the lady actually just last 3 weeks ago, she approached, she have a hearing clinic in Victoria, Mildura, and she approached to us. And the challenge for us is we spend a bit of time to understanding her pain. So for challenge for her is, look, Praveen, we used to get a lot of referrals from our doctor, from our clinics, from other hospitals for the hearing problem. But nowadays, it's getting a bit lesser, and there are a lot more competition. So we actually want to make sure that the referral always comes to us, so that we grow our business. And I said, okay, so what's the process look like? What you're doing, how you are getting it? And he said, look, actually all the GPs and doctors, they give a questionnaire, like 2-page questionnaire, so people will fill the questionnaire and they will write it. And once the questionnaire, we will know if it is less than 10, it's a mild loss. If it is more than 10, it's a sound test. If it is more, then of course they need to have a hearing test. And I said, okay, so what we do, so what we have now done is pretty much repackage all the questionnaire, what she have, and formalize in an app version. So now all the doctors or clinics, hospitals, they can just refer to that app, right, for their customers. So the customers can feel it, very engaging. They can feel in iPad, even though people can't see, it's bigger iPad. They can see, write the questionnaires. There is no need of paper writing. And once they submit it, bang, it goes straight away to the clinic, audio clinic. And she was very impressed. So rather than just saying for the sake of app, we really need to solve the problem, how we can address that. And the discovery process is very critical, Winston.
And of course, that meant that they got more patients to their hearing clinic, didn't it?
Exactly. They are getting more patients. But good thing is now this idea she come up with, and she mentioned on the board with Radiology Australia, and they were really excited. Now everyone is thinking that's the way to go in. So now we have introduced the whole different market to penetrate, and they have about 80 plus clinic. And and now in terms of cost as well, they don't have to pay a bigger. So as long as the clinic pays $1,000 per year, which is $100 a month roughly. These associations of the clinic Radiology Australia will be getting a dollar in as well, so they can serve the clinics very well.
So do you have a screen of that app there, Prabin, or?
We have just finalized the pen. Now we are designing process. We just finished the discovery.
So let me come to the $64 question. When people are thinking about doing this, what is the feel? What sort of money? Now, I know it's how long is a piece of string, but is it hundreds of thousands, tens of dollars? What's involved?
Well, I've been asked all the time. I mean, we would like to have an app, but we don't know the cost maybe too much. And that's why we have introduced this quick app platform, which is customized platform, but we make sure that the app is really affordable for a small business. So if I have to answer that question to you, Winston, so the app will start from, let's say, 3,000 plus. So again, it depends upon business to business, but just roughly idea, if you need a basic app which solves a problem, which can be loyalty or refer back to your business, the cost starts from there.
Well, that's within any business's reach, and of course, then it's customable up from there and can cost a lot more than that.
Exactly.
But what it's buying really is your knowledge and expertise, isn't it?
Exactly. So now, let me show you here the butcher one, right? We have made this the butcher very easy location, and the good thing is, app is not it's not you just have to pay. This can be also help you to reduce your cost. Like say in this case, app can recompensate, and they have been spending the money in the loyalty cards, right? So instead of that, now people are bringing the mobile phone, which many of us, we have a smartphones. So people are bringing the phones and they can use as a stamp. So here the basic rule is if they have a more than 3, they would get 1 and very stamp card very easily. So people always go back to the app, and there is a special so people can see, okay, this seafood is in a special, or the lamb is in a special today, or the beef is in a special. So it's more exciting for the audience.
So, Pravin, if people want to think about getting an app, what's the best way of starting? Talk to you?
Well, Winston, for your audience, obviously we have a more exciting ways. Pretty much, we have a free live demo. They don't have to literally go ahead, but it's just a consultation process. We have a unique consultation process. So, they can just go to kwikquickapp.com.au/live demo, or just go to kwikquickapp.com.au, and they can see the live demo. Just book the time, and more than happy to sit down. I'm in near Melbourne CBD. Happy to catch up for about an hour. We can go through it, whether the app is a right tool for them or not, and see how the app can add value to their business.
Well, you can talk to any of our listeners anywhere around the world, Prabin.
Pretty.
Prabham, you've unlocked the mysteries of the apps, but like many things, it's probably created more questions than answers, and people need to talk to you and discover whether an app is right for them. And I hope that they'll find that they can use an app that'll work, and in fact, they'll be very, very happy. Little pun intended.
Oh, yes.
Prabham, thank you for your time.
It's always a pleasure, Winston. Thank you so much.